Hey guys, Brito here. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Here we are for another episode. We've got our story car here ready to go. I'm not going to do that today. I've gone and purchased this from one of the auctions. So the Salem Spectra Fastback, or the Mustang. I've done the frame and the interior up to 100%, so it's good to go. We bought it for just under 24,000. I've done the interior clean and the weld and replaced the interior, and I've got all the parts ready to go. I've done a bit of an engine swap too. This thing originally came with a V8 1 carb, I think, and I've actually built the V8 overhead valve 6P, this guy over here, just because it produced a bit more power and looked a little bit cooler. And here it is here. So I spent some time pulling this whole thing apart, fixing the bits and pieces, rebuilding it, spraying bits and pieces. So I've made everything black except for, you know, the engine covers and the air filter and the electrical side of things. These yellow bits here, I can't paint them, so they're yellow. That is really painful. Be good if we could actually paint them, but anyway, we'll throw this into the car. Just thought I'd do this just to sort of make it a little bit quicker for us, just to get this car built. But I mean, it looks pretty bloody good in there. Gonna look good once it's all fully put back together. As I said, I've got all the parts ready to go. I've put all the performance parts in that we possibly could. I've painted everything, even underneath here. Some bits we couldn't paint, which is a bit of a pain, but alright, wheel hubs. I think I painted the leaf springs. Yeah, we got to paint the leaf springs, which is good. Shock absorbers, we could paint those, so I painted them red, just to sort of match with the engine. Some small rubber bushings. Right, throw in our drive axle. It's just weird that we can paint some bits, but not other bits. Like, yeah, I don't know. Brake drum we couldn't paint, which isn't too bad, I suppose, but it'd be nice if we could have. Alright, throw the leaf springs in, the bushings. Get this next one, there we go. The shock absorber, the nice red shock absorber. So we get the whole rear end put together, and then we'll look at moving through to the front end, getting that done. Before we go too far though, we need to make sure we put on spring plate and stuff. So we could actually paint those. We could paint the U-bolts as well, which isn't too bad. We maybe could have done them red. I don't know. It would have been a little bit different, I guess, doing them red. Right, a couple more U-bolts. So I pretty much fixed every part that I could, and then obviously if I couldn't fix it, I had to buy new parts, but then we had to buy all the performance parts. Just like this, the fuel pump's performance part. So that's gone in. Now these exhausts, the rear muffler's standard, but then the middle muffler's a performance part, which makes them look completely different, which is a little bit annoying. It'd be good to have them as performance parts so that way we could actually have them chrome the whole way through, the whole exhaust chrome. But I guess it is what it is. We can't change that, but I painted the gearbox black as well, just to match the engine. Drive shaft, couldn't paint that. It's a bit of a bummer. Right, there we go. So the rear end put together with the exhaust. Go to the front end. I paint the cross member, but we couldn't paint the other stuff on this side, which is a little bit annoying. Suspension arms we could paint, which is really cool. I don't think... Oh, we couldn't paint that, but it's black anyway, black and yellow. It'd be good if we could paint the spring red, just to sort of match a bit better, but it is what it is, I suppose. Let's go sway bar, steering rack. Let's throw these bushes in on this side so I don't forget. So I've done heaps of work off camera, as you guys can see. We're up to level 22 now. Pretty much just doing a whole heap of jobs, just trying to build up our experience points and that sort of stuff, just to try and get us to that next level. Alright, calipers. So we got red calipers with a black center bit there, which is definitely looking pretty cool. Alright, get this other end done. Rubber bushings first, because they're one things that I always forget. So the steering knuckle we couldn't paint, all these knuckle covers, which is a little bit of a bummer. Would have been better if we could get them black as well as the rest of the front end components. Right, so you guys let me know what you think. Should I do videos like this where I've fully stripped the car down and you guys just see me rebuild it, or you'd like to see the full strip down and full rebuild, either live or in a time lapse? You guys let me know what you prefer to see. I'm happy to do it either way, but obviously I'd rather make sure I get the content that you guys want to see. Got an extra brake pads for some reason. Black starter. I probably could have done it red, but it looked funny red, so... Alright, there we go. I think that's all underneath done. What I can see. Let's drop it down. Haven't done the tyres yet, we'll save them till last. Alright, start throwing these components in. Battery, power steering, radiator, fuse box. We could have painted the fuse box, but decided against it. It's already black anyway, so there's really not much point. Let's make sure we get all these parts that we need. I think that's it for the engine bay. So let's go in here. We need 4 of these guys. 2 of you, 2 medium ones, 1 relay type C. So let's throw these guys in. So get over there and have a bit of a better look. I think it's going to look pretty good as a decent show car. Obviously, we're not going to keep it because we need the money, but it'd be pretty cool if we could actually keep it as a show car. Right, let's get some things topped up here. Should be able to take it over to the dyno and throw it in and have a bit of a test and see how much power we make. I'll do the engine all next, why not? So I thought I'd change the engine up from standard because the standard one didn't have as much horsepower and torque as this engine, but just to do something a little bit different. I do think it looks pretty cool. Obviously, not a fan of the... can't even see the mark on this one. Not a fan of the orange at all, but that's what colour the engine was originally. It was all orange until we resprayed everything, but we just couldn't paint those parts, which is annoying. Alright, there we go. Let's do our radiator, and then that should be good to start this bad boy up. We just need to fit the tyres and go from there. Make sure this thing's definitely full. There we go. Right, I think that's good to go. Let's put the body parts on first, actually. None of these have been sprayed, so we need to take the whole car over and respray it. I wasn't quite sure what colour I wanted to do. For the whole car, like what colour? If we just go the black, do we go a red to match like the engine? I don't know. The original blue looks pretty cool, but I think we need to change it up. I didn't do any custom body parts. These are all just the standard ones. I think that's it. Alright, let's start putting these tyres on. Make sure we put the 18s on the front. Right, let's try try and get around this other side. So the front are 225 3518s. I think the rears are 255 3520s. Just that little bit bigger. Now, I don't know how they're going to look because I haven't had them on the car yet, but we'll see. I mean, they don't look too bad. Let's get it on the ground and see. Tyres are quite wide in the back there, but they're not too wide, which is good. Right, let's move it over to the paint shop. This thing's going to look good once it's done. Black. Why is it not painting the whole car? Like, why is some of these parts not getting painted? Why do they look different? See that? That looks really weird. I'm not sure what the go is there. Let's look at oh, no, that's a nice colour. It's a shame that it looks so out of place there, doesn't it? I don't know if we got chameleon or not, or chrome, metallic. I mean, I like this doing the black. Let's have a look and see what sort of livery they've got. One stripe. Not sure what that has even changed. Or is that a black stripe? Yeah, I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. The red doesn't look too bad, but roughness, metalness. And that's not a bad colour. It's just, oh, if they say the car's dirty, something. What did it say? The car's dirty. I don't know. I should have probably read what that said. Maybe it cleaned it first, because now everything looks pretty good, doesn't it? Definitely looks better than it did before. Alright, let's get it over to the dyno. Check on the custom gears first. Go 5-speed. Put it 300. We'll go, say, 220. 180, I think. Like the first gear we sort of want about 100 clicks. 100. Let's go 160. 210. 269. We'll go like 350. That'll do. See how that goes. Let's throw it up on the dyno and so basic Bacton factory power is 361 horsepower, 631 newton meters of torque. Here it goes, building up the revs. .596. 1018 newton meters of torque. I don't know if changing the gears makes a difference. Let's change that. We'll go back to 100. We'll go 160. 210, Do 70, and then we'll do 340. See if that makes a difference. The dyno, probably won't, but wouldn't think it would anyway. No, the same, I think. I think that's the same. Right, plus 65%, plus 62%. Not bad at all. Let's move you to garage entrance. I need to have a quick look at... okay, look at how I'm going to take this photo. We'll go there, field of view. You want to zoom in quite a bit. Bit of tilt. Bit of height. We'll go down a little bit. Maybe a bit more tilt. Oop, not too much. Something like that, because I'm trying to merge, obviously, both of them together. There you go. Take that. Beautiful. Right, so it's not a bad looking ride. Like, I think that looks pretty good. Sale price is 86,000. It's not a massive amount of income, I guess, but I mean, I do like the fact that you can see through to the red brake calipers and that sort of stuff. Right, let's jump in the car. Start it up. Alright, we'll drive this car. We'll take it to the speed track. We'll see how fast get this thing to go. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think we should do. Do you want to see full rebuilds? Would you like to see just the story mode stuff for now and do the rebuilds after? Do you prefer to see time lapse or me just cut out me pulling it apart and just show you guys me putting it back together? That's up to you guys. You guys let me know what you think. This thing's going to have a ton of power. Alright, get ready and we'll go. See how fast we can get this thing to go. Oh. Got an awful lot of power in it, this thing. We haven't done a wheel alignment yet. That probably doesn't help. Why it's pulling so hard to the right. 116 kilometers an hour. We need to go and do a wheel alignment. Plenty of power though. Let's go back to the garage. It's still spinning the wheels in third and fourth gear, so that's showing you how much power this thing has got. We'll take it over to the test track, the test path, I should say, and we'll do the wheel alignments and see how it's looking from there. So I think next episode we'll focus on doing that story mode mission. I want to try and get them all done and out of the way. That way we can just focus on our rebuilds and that sort of stuff. So where are we? Test path. Get this wheel alignment done because no doubt there it's miles out. Definitely miles out. Absolutely shocking. No wonder it didn't dry very well. Right, done. We'll do the headlights. Can never work out if it's perfect or not. Now those headlights are way out, aren't they? There we go, and we'll bring them down. Out there. Both look the same, that's pretty good. Right, we don't need to test path this thing, but let's see what this bad boy's worth now. Still the same, 86,818. It's going to be sad to see this thing go, but I mean, what a beautiful ride it is. Let's maybe look at taking another photo, just with the hood up. Let's go height, field of view, a bit of tilt. Something like that. Depth of field. Yeah, something like that. That looks pretty good. Oh, it's gonna be sad to see it go, but let's sell her. 86,000. Boom. Puts us up to 117,000. So plenty of cash in the bank. A couple of parts to sell that I brought too many of, obviously. But next job will be this one. Try and get this fixed up for the client and continue on with these story missions. I don't know exactly how many there are, but we'll try and get through them all and see how we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the series so far, and if you want to see it continue, and any ideas and suggestions. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. It's been Britto. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.